All right. Welcome to the fourth episode of the Talking Ball podcast. Kyle, what would you say so far about this World Series?
Well, so far the World Series has been fairly entertaining. From a Dodgers hater personally. Game 1 was a blast to listen to. It definitely exposed a lot of what the Dodgers' problems are and how to beat them. Pretty much, the Blue Jays put that on full display on Friday. But then Saturday was a completely different story. Kind of showed what the Dodgers can do to beat the Blue Jays as well. So I think both games kind of laid out a blueprint of how both teams are able to overcome their each other's team's like best strengths.
Yeah, because in Game 1 on Friday, it was the fact that the Blue Jays got to the Dodger pitching.
Yeah, they somebody finally worked it a lot of pitches, like finally got the pitch count up. Like Snell didn't have his best stuff. People were taking walks, not swinging at stupid pitches. Like this is what the Blue Jays have done all season. And I'm so glad it finally correlated into a game that they needed to win, especially when in Game 1, that takes a lot of momentum. Like there's one of those cherry pick stats that I saw where it's like 24 of the last 30 Game 1 winners in the World Series have gone on to win it all. So that's a decent trend.
Yeah, that's it is interesting. And then obviously in Game 2, it was the Dodger pitching that was outstanding once again. What Yamamoto has done, what he did in Game 2 in the NLCS, and then what he just did in Game 2 of the World Series. I mean, it's what did I see? Yamamoto was the first Dodger pitcher in like at least 25 to 30 years to I forget exactly what the stat was, but it was something along the lines of like, going at least like 7 or 8 innings into consecutive postseason games or something like that.
Yeah, everyone was trying to compare like Blake Snell to the 2014 Madison Bumgarner kind of status, but
Yeah.
if anything, I'd say Yamamoto's come closer to that. He's been a workhorse for the Dodgers more than Snell has. Snell's been dominant, but Yamamoto's been otherworldly. Like the only other person who has gone more complete games in a row in the playoffs was Kurt Schilling in 2001.
Yeah, maybe that's what I saw. Yeah. But it is definitely very interesting.
Yeah, and there's a chance he'll probably start one more game for the Dodgers too. And
Yeah,
if he
potentially
dominates like he did on Saturday, he'll definitely take home the MVP.
Yeah. You wouldn't be the first pitcher to win a World Series MVP if he does do it. Shout out Mad Bum.
When was the last pitcher to win a World Series MVP?
Let's think.
It's been position players for a while. I think it's Strasburg.
Was it Strasburg in 2019?
I think it's been since Strasburg.
Juan Soto didn't win it?
No.
Oh. Yeah, maybe it was Strasburg.
Yeah, because Strasburg, let's see, 2020, Seager, Soler, Pena. Who won 2020?
No.
Adolis.
Yeah.
Freeman. Yeah, nobody's won it.
Yeah, so
since Strasburg.
Then the last two must be Strasburg and then Bumgarner. I don't think anybody won it between 2015 was
2015.
That was the Royals.
That was Salvador
Perez. 2016 that was
Ben Zobrist.
Yeah, Ben Zobrist.
And 2017 was Springer. 2018 was Steve Pearce. Yeah, it's been since Bumgarner and Strasburg.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Bumgarner, Strasburg are the last two pitchers to win World Series MVPs.
Well, I guess it's a good sign of them winning MVPs if they're comparing it to Mad Bum. So
yeah, that is a very good point. But yeah, it's I think so far it's been as advertised. They've each I think I might have said on the last episode where it was like if one of if first of all, if like the Dodgers would have taken the first two games, then that they would have had a really, really strong grip of it.
Probably would have been a sweep.
Yeah. But I have a very strong feeling that I'm not going to go as far to say that it will go back to Toronto, but very well might. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's definitely the goal for Toronto. Just win one game.
Yeah,
at
I was.
that
Yeah,
environment.
that's what I was thinking. Like if because they're gonna play games 3, 4, and 5 at Dodger Stadium. If let's just say the Dodgers win 2 and the Blue Jays win 1, and then you go back home to that raucous crowd at Rogers Center.
Yeah, there's still plenty of chances.
Yeah. Did you see the it was the first ever quote halftime show at a baseball game.
Was that
It was on Saturday.
Was that the
Game 2?
Alessia Cara?
No, it was. So every year in the World Series, have you ever heard of the Stand Up to Cancer thing?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And so every year during the World Series, they might also do it during the All-Star game. I'm not sure.
I think they do.
Yeah, but during the All-Star game in the World Series, they always it's like right in the middle of the game. They have like a 20-minute, pause on the game, and they do this whole thing where everybody has all these signs, and it says, "Oh, I stand up for," and you can write in somebody, but like every single person does them. The players, the umpires, the broadcasters, like every single person in the building does it.
Yeah, usually. I do remember that in the All-Star game mostly. I didn't know they actually did in the World Series now, but that's really nice because July I believe is like recognizing ALS, and then October.
Yeah, they have months for everything now.
Yeah, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I believe.
Yeah, and I always, it's either August or September is like they wear the yellow for like pancreatic cancer or something.
Yeah, and then sometimes they wear pink. Like I thought I saw some players wearing pink during the postseason, but I don't think I have so far.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say was, it was the Jonas Brothers played a song. It was like something that they wrote for like cancer awareness. So that was interesting.
Yeah,
and they actually performed right in the middle of the game.
Yeah, I was wondering why they were even there to begin with. Like, a part of me was like, wait, are they Canadian or something?
Yeah,
I was like, because they had a good celebrity turnout there. They had BB Rexa and Alessia Cara there.
Drake was there.
Drake's still there. Yeah, he might be going back to LA. I wouldn't be surprised if he followed the team.
What we've seen the last, we definitely it kind of went viral last year, but the World Series performances right at the home, where the home team brings out somebody usually with who's relevant to the home team. Where last year at Dodger Stadium it was Ice Cube, and then for some reason at Yankee Stadium they've brought out Fat Joe, I think.
Fat Joe, that's crazy.
But
you mean Fat Boy Slim?
No, Fat Joe.
Oh, Fat Joe.
No, yeah,
like Fat Boy Slim would have been hilarious.
Yeah, but let's see, in Game 1 of this World Series when they did the national anthems, I don't know if you saw that, but it was really cool with Pharrell Williams.
That was really cool.
And,
the whole choir.
The choir, yeah, where they sang both national anthems for Canada and the U.S.
I thought that was really cool.
That was really neat. And so last year the Dodgers brought out Ice Cube, and so I wonder who they'll
to sing the national anthem.
No, he did like he came out. I think it was Game 1, and he like came out of center field and he sang his that one song, like "It Was a Good Day." You know that song?
No.
Oh. Or today is a good day or something like that. I don't know.
I don't remember if I hear it.
Yeah, but so yeah, I mean, we got Game 3 tonight. I do want to I got to shout out Mitch Russell here because he wanted me to talk about Dodger Stadium, and so I'll touch on it just for a little bit, Kyle. I know that you hate that building, but yeah, but I gotta mention it. Dodger Stadium, the third oldest ballpark in Major League, active ballpark in Major League Baseball, behind Wrigley Field in Chicago and Fenway Park in Boston.
Really, it's the third oldest?
Yeah, it was built like 61. Like if the Giants were still playing at Candlestick would still, it would be like the third or fourth oldest active ballpark if they still used it. But because a lot of like the older Midwest East Coast teams that were playing at really old stadiums that they were using since the beginning of the 20th century, where they would leave them like after the 80s or the 90s or the early 2000s, because like what comes to mind is like, like cookie cutter stadiums, right? Have you heard that term?
Can't say I have.
So
actually.
like in the 60s, that was like a really, popular thing. So the they called them cookie cutter stadiums because they were perfect. The stadiums were like perfect circles because they were built for multi-use. So they would play baseball games there. They'd play NFL games there. So like
so you're talking about like Candlestick.
well, I mean later
Oco.
When Candlestick first opened in the 60s, it looked like a baseball stadium, but then they fully built seats around it, and then it looked more like a cookie cutter stadium, but it wasn't really like a perfect circle. But like the stadiums that I'm thinking of are like Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh, where the Steelers and the Pirates played. Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Is it Memorial? I want to say it's Veterans Stadium. Yeah, Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, where the Phillies played. And then there's actually one remaining cookie cutter stadium that is still standing today, which is actually going to be repurposed and like renovated, and that's RFK Stadium in Washington D.C.
I heard about that.
That was where the
Redskins.
The Redskins, and then the Senators, I think, played there until they turned into the.
I thought the Senators played at Olympic Stadium.
Or maybe they did. I don't know, but
it was when they. I'm thinking of when they were in Montreal still.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, they're gonna. Because I think it's they're called the Commanders now, but the Washington Commanders announced that they're gonna
renovate.
They're gonna renovate it, and they're gonna move back to DC because they technically don't play in DC right now.
No.
Yeah.
There is an inkling too that that the Redskins name might be coming back. I think their owner is working on something.
Maybe, yeah.
Because the Commanders still feel a little soulless to me.
Or when it was the Washington football team.
Don't even get me started on Dan Snyder. That could be a whole episode's worth of just dunking on that fraud.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like going back to Dodger Stadium, like because I was just there a couple weeks ago, and you just walk in and. Well, I'll start from like the outside. Like if you're looking at it from the outside, it's if you've been to Dodger Stadium, you know that the actual stadium is kind of recessed into the ground, where the actual ground that's like right behind where home plate is actually comes up to like where the top nosebleed section are, and they have gates. They call them like the home plate gates. But they're towards the actual top of the stadium, which is crazy. But then if you enter in from like the outfield gates, that's more closer to like the main level of the stadium. So that's like a huge difference in size. And so like if you can go to the very top of Dodger Stadium, and then you can like look over the railing behind the stadium, and like there's ground right there. But then the actual baseball field is more or less recessed into the ground. Like it's beneath like the surface of like the parking lot around the stadium.
So is that why they call it the Chavez Ravine?
I think they call it Chavez Ravine because that's like the spot where it's near, or that's just like the area maybe. But Dodger Stadium is like it's the kind of place where it's like kind of sort of one way in, one way out,
Definitely earthquake proof.
but I mean, you walk in and it's old. It's old. You can tell that the actual support structures that are built within the stadium, they definitely have total age to it. The concourses aren't really that big. And like, do you know how like Oracle Park, they have like the big ramps and they have all that extra space? Dodger Stadium does not have that. The only way, well, at least that I know of, or that's how I did it when I was there, where you get from like the main level up to like the upper decks.
Yeah.
Is you have to walk on the main concourse on like the field level. You got to go right behind home plate, and then you got to take these small, tiny like like those single file escalators that you can only fit one person for each step. You got to take like 2 of those up to the to like their like club / suite level, and it's then like they have a small area in up there where they have like a bunch of like old memorabilia. So like they have an area for Vince Scully. They have an area for like all about Ebbets Field, which is pretty cool. And then after that, you got to take stairs. You got to take like 7 or 8 flights of stairs to get up to the top level. And so that's just like if you're already in the concourse, you can enter the ballpark up by the top level, where you just take an escalator and then you're there. But then you look down to the field and you're really high up. I mean, remember that place holds like upwards of 50,000. Yeah, 55,000 fans. So but it and then like the seats, they definitely have age to it as well, and that it's the kind of stadium where like they have those like that I wouldn't call it like a trend, but like that thing where certain like sports venues, like they have like they call them like the worst seats, like where you sit in an area, and you're like next to a column, right? You can't even see like half of the field.
I know there's one.
They have so many.
I know there's like the most infamous ones are at Chase Field in Arizona,
or at the Coliseum. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, usually I just get like nosebleed tickets for like the A's games, because I remember they were like $19 each at one point before they left.
That's expensive. $19.
Well, that's not that bad. It's because John Fisher had to rack the price up.
That wasn't on Mount Davis. That was just in the regular upper decks.
Well, Mount Davis was closed.
Yeah, I know they never used Mount Davis.
As long as I can remember.
They would only use it really for Raider games.
Yep.
But yeah, and then they only have like if you've watched like a baseball game like on TV where it's at Dodger Stadium, and like sometimes they'll pan out into center field and then you see those like 2 tall towers of speakers. Those are literally that's where the sound comes from. That's where the PA comes from in the stadium.
Those are the only sound sources.
They didn't really have like speakers coming from like underneath the seating areas.
Wow.
And so
what it sounds like is Dodger Stadium is just like one of the most vintage like stadiums out there. Nothing's been modernized or anything or renovated that much.
I mean it's been worked on. They've been doing like off and on construction during the off season. Like I remember they did something where they ripped out a chunk of seats down like the third base line last year during the off season. But it's not like it doesn't have I wouldn't say that it has like the aura of like Fenway or Wrigley. Like I've been to Fenway. I've yet to go to Wrigley.
Yeah.
I do want to go to Wrigley one day, but I remember when I went to Fenway Park, they have like it's kind of like a small little neighborhood, right? It's the same as like they call it Wrigleyville in Chicago. But at Fenway, you scan your ticket to get in like on the street that's right adjacent to Fenway, and once you scan your ticket, you're in. And they have like all these buildings around Fenway Park that are basically part of the stadium, and so they have like shops and like places to eat there, and then you just go into the ballpark.
That kind of reminds me of Camden Yards too. Utah Street.
Yep.
Just a whole hangout area back there.
Yeah.
It was great. I just don't recommend going during the summer because it was like 90% humidity, and
so
it was
when you went, did you go to a night game or a day game?
I went to a day game.
Dude, I went to a night game.
Well, I did go to the game where Jackson Holiday his first home run.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So,
well, you went in like August, like during August, right?
Yeah, the beginning of August.
When I went,
season.
it was like mid-June when I went.
Oh, that sounds worse.
Well, yeah, but it was a night game, and there was like that was like in 2018, and there was like no one there.
Oh, and they were absolutely garbage.
Yeah, they were bad.
Yikes.
And so, but it's yeah, in my personal opinion, Dodger Stadium is not the coolest place I've ever been to. But
all that gushing just to be
for
like
many different reasons. But
all that gush fest just to be like, yeah, Dodger Stadium's pretty mid.
But you can't beat the views. Like it was, the sun was setting, and I was sitting in the last row up on the top because remember this was NLCS Game 4.
Probably see the whole city from there.
Well, you could see downtown LA. You could also see all the way down to like Orange County, and you could see.
You see Hollywood?
Oh yeah, you could see Hollywood. It's not that far. You could see the Hollywood sign. You could see the other tall skyscrapers out in Westwood, and then like when the sun was at like a certain point, you could see kind of a silhouette of the ocean. Because the ocean's just right there, right?
Yeah.
And so
that's kind of cool.
But yeah, the views. I mean, you can't beat the views. The views are really good. You got the San Gabriel's out beyond center field, and then if you look behind the stadium, you have like all of downtown LA, which is really neat. But I mean, it was a playoff game, and it was the potential clincher. It wound up actually being the clincher for the Dodgers to win the pennant. Every single person, every single like Dodger fan in there, it was a dress code. Every single person had a Dodger hat, like the standard blue Dodger hat, and either in just like the standard blue Dodger jersey. Whether it was, I mostly saw Ohtani's.
Yep.
But I saw some Freemans, I saw some Will Smiths, saw a handful of Betts jerseys. But it's like every single person is the same. Because like the Dodgers have, they do have like that weird looking City Connect uniform that they would wear on the weekends.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't look much different than their other uniforms.
I mean,
in my opinion.
it just has a little bit more red in it, and then it had like these like black crackle spots on it.
Yeah, and it's Los Dodgers
Or something, but I didn't really see any of that. It was just the standard Dodger stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't really see any Giants fans nowadays at the games wearing their City Connect jerseys.
I mean, I see a few. Like I have the Giants City Connect hat.
I see the new the new hats. I haven't seen the old hats, honestly, like the creamsicle hats.
I have one of the old City Connect hats.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those at like the Giants games I've been to.
Yeah.
Well, the next Giants game I go to is gonna be with a Blue Jays jersey potentially. So.
Oh, hopefully. But
it'll probably hopefully be an Addison Barger jersey or something. I wouldn't mind buying his jersey.
I just heard the wildest story that they were talking about it on KBR Morning Show, and I forget who it was, but it might have been Lucas. Nathan Lucas was telling a story about how Addison Barger was like staying in his hotel room.
Oh, it was Davis Schneider.
Or Davis Schneider, yeah.
He was sleeping on his couch.
Yeah, he was sleeping on his couch
before the game.
Yeah, and then the next day he hits a grand slam.
And he pitched hits for Schneider.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that was even more ironic.
But I was just hearing that earlier, and I thought that was kind of funny. But
yeah, see, I hope that grand slam also proves that matchups don't mean a damn thing in the World Series.
Not when it comes to World Series.
Exactly. Like I'm so sick of like matchup pitching.
No, the way that Barger hit that grand slam, it was like off of a breaking ball from one of the lefty pitchers.
Yep.
And that reminded me how earlier in the year when the Giants were playing at Yankee Stadium and Jung Hoo Lee had a game where he hit 2 homers off of Rodon.
Yeah, like
and Rodon threw like this giant like arcing breaking ball, and Jung Hoo Lee like it looked like he had an awkward swing, but he knocked it out in right field.
Yeah, like I'm not a lefty, but from what I've seen, like those hanging breaking balls, middle and up, are like the easiest ones to get to. Because all you have to do is just elevate your bat, and it'll just go really far.
But you can't elevate it too much, where you're just gonna hit a sky high pop up.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you get a middle in fastball or something, or like a middle in changeup on a righty. It's kind of the same thing.
You
just turn and burn.
Well, you gotta keep your hands in and get that barrel out in the zone, knock it out.
It is a good thing that Barger, I believe in terms of like the weird cherry pick stats, he has like the fastest bat speed in all of baseball.
Does he really?
He's got a violent swing. You see his swing on that grand slam?
Yeah. Now
like
that I think of it, yeah.
it doesn't look like he swung super hard, but I'm pretty sure his bat speed is registered at like 80 something miles per hour.
Really?
Might be more. Like he swings hard. Like
Yeah.
he's got that kind of farm man strength.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very interesting so far with the World Series. It's obviously not over yet, but
Who do we have for Game 3? Is it Glass now for the Dodgers, or are they going Ohtani?
let's see. I want to say, because I want to say it might be Glass now because in the NLCS Ohtani started Game 4.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But
Unless Dave Roberts is in like win now mode.
we got Scherzer v Glass now.
Okay.
So
Would have been more poetic if it was like Scherzer versus Kershaw, but
no, Kershaw. Kershaw's on the World Series roster, but I don't think he's pitched yet.
I don't think he's going to.
You don't think he's going to?
No, I don't think Kershaw's going to pitch. I think he's just there for the feels.
And then we got Shane Bieber and Ohtani for tomorrow.
That could be good if Bieber's got his stuff that day.
And then Game 5 is still undecided, but I bet you
Game 5's got to be
Snell.
Back to Snell and
Savage.
Yeah. And Savage, he did all right for a 22-year-old pitching in the World Series.
Yeah, he got into some jams, but he was able to get out of it.
It's the real test is going to be Game 5.
He shut down Ohtani.
He did shut down Ohtani.
Yeah.
That splitter to lefties is just absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, and they were saying he's one of the only pitchers that has a true over the top, and so when he's throwing that splitter,
it's just
going to die
away.
down.
Yeah, it just dies away.
It's for the lefty hitters. It's pretty tough to hit
because it looks like a fastball, and then next thing you know, it just bam dips to their left.
Yeah. So that's interesting. While I'm thinking of it right now, yes, we do talk a lot about baseball here, but did you catch any of the highlights from the Sharks Wild game last night?
No, but I did see the game winner by
Celebrini. It was insane. Where it was like the Wild had a clear shot in overtime to get the game-winning goal, and Celebrini stole it, and he just went down.
Yep, fast break.
Shot it right past him.
Fast break goal.
Yeah.
Yep, this is the Celebrini that the Sharks were expecting.
Well, he could turn into a star.
Oh, he's definitely going to be a star.
He's already got like 16 or 17 points so far this season.
He's only got 6.
No,
he's got 9 assists though.
Well, he's got 9 assists and then like 6 goals, so that's 15 points.
Oh, point. Yeah,
you total up points for assists.
I don't
plus
know.
Goals.
I'm not great with like scoring in hockey.
No, me neither. But I saw that highlight and that was really cool.
Yeah, Celebrini.
They got their second win.
Yeah,
there are only 2 wins this season. I think are in overtime.
Hey, take what you can get. Usually they lose those games.
That's a good point.
I think they were like, oh God, what was the stat? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Keep talking.
Yeah, they the Sharks. They're like they've got the youngest roster, I want to say, in all of the National Hockey League, and because they've had like the Macklin Celebrini was the #1 overall pick last year, and then they also had like the #4 overall pick in that same draft was Will Smith. But then this year in the 2025 NHL draft, they had the #2 overall pick. And they drafted this kid named Michael Misa, I think is his name.
Yep, Misa.
He's like not even 18 and a half yet. And I think he just had his first goal the other day when they played the Rangers.
Yeah, they're getting younger and younger, which is what is solely needed for this team right now.
Well, they're getting young, really, really young stars.
Let's see. They lost 12 times in overtime. I don't know how many times they won in overtime, though. But the fact that they only had 20 wins last year.
They only had 20 wins last year?
Yeah, I know.
Yikes.
But compare that to the projections of this year, it's already a boom.
Well, that's that's what teams have to do. They get young players and they get really good.
I will say, even if the Sharks are absolutely terrible still, and it's been a long time, the atmosphere when you go to the SAP Center in San Jose is still great. Like,
yeah, I haven't been to I haven't been to a Sharks game in quite a while.
I've been to like 3 or 4 in the last like 3 years,
Yeah.
and the atmosphere is always great there when I go.
I
Like
think the
all
last
the
time I went
fans,
was it was like 2017 or 2018 or something like that.
like when they were still relevant.
Yeah, when they had like
Like
all the great
Jumbo
players.
Joe.
Well, no, he was gone at that point.
Okay, that was probably
But
like 2019.
they had like they still had Couture. I think Pavelski was gone too, but they had just gotten Erik Karlsson.
Oh, okay. So
Erik
that's like
Karlsson,
2020, 2019.
Evander Kane,
Yeah.
Timo Meyer, Tomas Hertl,
Uh,
Kevin LeBanc.
Yeah.
I have a hockey puck that is signed by Kevin LeBanc. I got it for like it was like a mystery grab bag thing. It was his rookie season.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been thinking about maybe grabbing one of those at the store. They're tempting. I do have one of those warm up shirts of a Sharks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was nice. I got it for free.
That's pretty cool.
It was really nice.
No, I have I do have. Did I? There might have been one time when I went to a Sharks game when I was really much younger, and like my dad might have gotten like a warm up puck over the glass, but I want to say maybe that happened. I don't really remember, but I do have a puck. It was pretty cool from when my dad was at the University of Michigan. And University of Michigan, shout out their hockey program. They're like on fire right now. I think they only just lost their first game like yesterday or the day before. They're like 8-1. They're like number 3 in the country.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but my dad got a hockey puck from a Michigan game, and it's like a really old school hockey puck. And then I also have this other neat story. It was quite a number of years ago, and the Schultz Ice Center in Santa Rosa, the ice rink.
Yep.
For like during each summer, they would do this it was like this gentleman's hockey tournament where they would bring in like these. They were like basically club hockey teams for older dudes, and they would always bring in a team from like the University of Michigan, and this was it was one year when legendary Michigan hockey coach Red Berenson came, and I got to meet him, and he gave me like an old Michigan hat, and so like I have a photo with him somewhere, but he's like Hall of Fame coach, I think. Won 2 national championships with Michigan like in the 90s. So that was pretty neat, but
That's pretty cool.
but yeah, go Sharks. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, another baseball news. You sent me a text yesterday about the Orioles
Yes.
finding their next manager,
They hired Craig Albernaz.
and I think I responded with who.
You had no idea who that was.
Who the H is that?
Yeah. So he was on Gabe Kapler's staff when Gabe Kapler was still managing the Giants.
Every time I hear that name, I just get.
He was
so
like
triggered.
he was like the catching instructor. Because Kai
Oh.
Correa was the bench coach. I wanted to say
Yeah.
that Craig Albernaz was the bench coach, but Kai Correa was the bench coach, and Albernaz was like one of the assistants.
Interesting.
But he worked with the catchers.
Well, that explains a lot.
Mm-hmm. But then he got hired once Giants fired Kapler. He got hired by Cleveland, and Stephen Vogt brought him over to be his bench coach.
Because what is Kapler? He's like assistant GM right now.
He's like one of the assistant front office people of the Marlins, I think.
Oh, the Marlins.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was working with Cleveland.
Oh no, I think it's with the Marlins because he played for the Marlins.
Yeah.
And so at least I think he did. I know he played for the Red Sox
I know he played for the Rays.
or the Rays. Oh, okay,
He was the
maybe he's just in Florida.
yeah.
'Cause
Little tidbit of
that's his kind of
little
style.
fun fact of the day. Did you know that in I believe it was 2010, Mark Burley's perfect game?
Yeah.
You know that iconic Dwayne Wise catch? That was Gabe Kapler that hit that ball.
Oh, out in left center on
Yep.
the fence.
Yep, that catch. That
Really?
Dwayne, yep, that was Gabe Kapler who
Oh,
hit
how
it.
about that?
Yep.
Whenever I think of that, I can't help but go back and think of Hawk Harrelson being like, "Burley, yes, yes,
Yep.
yes."
I remember that. There were 2 perfect games that year.
Really?
Yeah, Dallas Braden.
Oh, that was 2010.
10.
Yeah. Dallas Braden threw a perfect game on Mother's Day.
Yep, Mother's Day.
And then, like, after that,
I think there wasn't one since.
well, it was Matt Cain.
Roy Halladay, I think, threw one.
Oh, Roy Halladay.
Maybe there were 3 perfect games that year.
Well,
actually.
so let's see. No, Matt Cain was in 2012.
And then Felix Hernandez threw one.
Felix Hernandez and Philip Humber.
Philip Bummer, yeah,
Yeah.
no one remembers Philip Bummer.
Yeah.
So there were 3 that year. Dang, there were like 6 in the span of 3 years.
then
That's insane.
And then the only one since
Was
then is the one that no
Germán.
one's ever gonna remember.
Yeah,
Domingo
'cause
Germán.
nobody cares about that guy.
Yeah, at the Coliseum.
Like the worst perfect game for like the worst human being.
I know.
Like
What? Yeah. What fell out of all that was crazy.
oh my goodness.
I remember I was up in Bannon, Oregon, which is a small little town up the coast, southern coast of Oregon, and I was walking on the beach when I got a notification like, "Oh, perfect game alert!" And, like I was standing on the beach watching the game.
Yeah, I remember.
Crazy.
I remember watching it at just on my couch.
Yeah.
I just turned on the game. I was like, oh wow, perfect game watch.
Well, yeah. So this is a little bit shorter of an episode, but I think by the next time we talk, I want to say that because let's see.
The series should be over.
It should be over. Yeah, it should be.
Or Game 7 would be on
Saturday.
No, Sunday.
Oh, Sunday, the 2nd. November 2nd, because Saturday's November 1st.
No, you're right. That would be Game 7.
Yeah,
Saturday
would be Game
So the
7.
series would be over
It would be
by the end of the week.
Yeah, so
next time we talk, there will be a World Series winner.
yeah, and a World Series MVP.
Oh God, I hope. To God. I hope like next Monday we're coming in. I'm like, oh yeah, jersey's on the way.
Yeah,
like,
right. Yeah,
Vlad's jersey's on the way.
Get that Blue Jays
Honestly,
jersey on the way.
Honestly, I hope it's not like a Springer or like a Guerrero jersey, because I probably have to pay like a lot of money for that one. Like those are expensive jerseys.
It would be like maybe trying to think. No, I don't know if like Kevin Gausman would have like enough dominant pitching.
Nah, Gausman just didn't have it. Yes,
like
on
I'm just
Saturday.
Watching Gausman pitch this deep into the playoffs, and it's like what could have been in 2021.
I think I said that like when Game 2 started to my parents. I'm like, hey,
yeah,
this guy should still be a Giant.
Yeah,
thanks, Farhan.
I know, good old Farhan. Well, so yeah, so we will see what happens.
Yeah.
I at this point, it's still a toss up for me.
Yeah, it's pretty even so far. Like I said at the beginning of the episode that, they laid out the blueprints for what they need to do to beat each other.
Yeah.
Like for the Dodgers to get beaten, just get to their starting pitching. Like they got to Snell in the 6th inning. He threw 100 pitches in only 5 innings. Like that's perfect. The bullpen will get taxed finally.
Yeah.
Because their bullpen has only had to throw like 2 or 3 innings per game. So they have a bunch of healthy arms in that bullpen to get shelled.
Mm-hmm.
Their bullpen isn't relatively good per se.
No.
Especially in high leverage situations like we saw in Game 1. They completely fell apart. And then the Blue Jays, all they really need to do is just get to the starting pitching, and they can probably
they gotta get into the Dodger bullpen. That was what John Smoltz was saying. You gotta get the starter out of the game.
Yep, and they failed to do that. So I think Dave Roberts' approach now to the Blue Jays is hope to God that the Dodgers starting pitching can go 7 or 8 innings.
Yeah,
and won't have to use the bullpen.
Exactly. Like if you're the Blue Jays, you want to try to get the Dodgers starter out like 5th inning would be great, but no later than the 6th.
Yeah, like the first inning was like the first game was perfectly executed.
Oh yeah, they got like
they fouled off.
They got like 26, 25 or 26 pitches out of Snell in the first,
and those were all on foul balls.
Yeah, they were like
they were not swinging and missing at all.
That was what I said when talking about like Blake Snell, because going to Game 1, Blake Snell was going to start, and I was like, if you're the Blue Jays, you gotta swing because all Blake Snell is pump strikes.
Yep, and they were laying off his good changeups, his sliders. Like they had his number. Like they did their studying, not enough studying, but they did enough to at least take Game 1.
Yeah.
Because like with the Dodgers hitting too, that's gonna be just a non-factor. Like the Blue Jays pitching is gonna have to just hold them because you can't hold back the Dodgers offense. It's inevitable.
Yeah. So. We will see. I did want to just touch really quick on I don't know if you've been following the whole gambling scandal.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
In the NBA or with
in
the
NBA? NBA.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Emmanuel Clase.
Oh no. I mean, yeah, that happened. That happened a while ago.
Well, it came out officially, I think, last week that he's been banned from the MLB and the Dominican League.
Oh, so he'll just go over to
Indefinitely.
Asia.
Yeah, he'll probably go to like the KBO.
Yeah, but I wanted to this whole thing with I saw this crazy video. Yeah, obviously because it's with Chauncey Billups, who I guess we could say who was the head coach
For
of the
Trailblazers.
Portland Trailblazers, and then Terry Rozier.
Yeah, those are the only names I recognize.
I saw this wild clip this morning of a game. I think it was a game last year because Rozier was on the Heat, and he literally was taking these dribbles, and then he'd act like he got fouled, but he wasn't. He was literally throwing the ball away to the other team. Like it was blatant. It wasn't like mistaken. It was blatant.
Interesting.
So
it did it kind of give you like Astros cheating scandal vibes?
no, because that wasn't that was this is gambling. I mean, this is a whole nother the Astros cheating thing. That was just banging on a trash can. This is a whole different world here because it's meddling with prop bets
and the mafia most likely.
yeah, the mafia has
Like
the
that.
mafia is somehow intertwined with this whole thing.
I'm like Terry Rozier might have to
Yeah,
live under a pseudonym now.
yeah, the
Like-
mafia runs the NBA.
At least they
No.
might as well at this
But
point.
it's definitely it's very interesting, but yeah, gambling.
Yeah,
If you do it smart.
gamble responsibly.
Please gamble responsibly.
Yeah, like I don't watch the NBA anymore. Like the NBA bores me. Like people always say baseball's
Dude,
boring.
did you even check into like any of those Warrior games last week?
I have been
Like
keeping
that
up.
that was like vintage Golden State Warriors.
I have been keeping up with them a little bit, like on social media, just like watching clips of like Steph playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, he hit like the Warriors were down 3 in their game to the Nuggets on Thursday night, and he hit like a
game tying 3.
Yeah, it was like a 38, almost 40 footer, almost towards half court that he threw it up and it went in.
Yeah, like I saw that game. I haven't watched any of the games
Yeah.
though, because I just don't care about basketball really anymore. Like it's the NBA to me is a little too political.
What do you mean by that?
I like they try to do a lot more than like what do the other sports do. Like they try to involve themselves in a bunch of like random like social justice warrior stuff
Oh yeah,
that they probably shouldn't involve themselves
like they
in.
did like when are you talking about like all the stuff that they did, like especially when they were in the bubble because they were wearing jerseys that said "It takes all of us."
No, that
Oh.
stuff is fine. It's more like the whole I don't know. There's like no way to explain it without myself getting canceled. But like just the stuff that they stand for sometimes just rubs me the wrong way. And also I don't know. I just don't find basketball as entertaining anymore because it's kind of the same as soccer, if you ask me.
How do you compare it to soccer?
It's instead of just kicking a ball and pretending to be hurt, it's dribbling a ball and pretending to be hurt. And also just the amount of like quote unquote parody and like superstardom. That's what I'm talking about. Like politically, like
I see what you're saying.
like it's becoming more of a brand, not a sport. Like the fact that you can just say, "Oh, I'm a basketball player," and you can
I could
make
see that.
millions.
You know, like they're like kind of you're talking about how like there are former players that are still like plenty relevant and making tons of money
Yeah, like
now
there's
compared to like former baseball players.
yeah, like people
Yeah.
like a lot of players are still like just writing their fame, being like, "Oh yeah, I played for the Hornets or something."
Well, but think of this. I just want to put this out there. NBA basketball teams have, only like 12, 13 guys on the team, right?
Yeah.
NFL teams have 53 players, 52 players. MLB baseball teams have 24, 25, right? But then, in the NFL, you got all the practice squads. In MLB, you have the minors and all the affiliates. So that's like, double, triple the amount of people.
Well, I mean, in the NBA, you have the G League.
Yeah, but still, that's just like another extra 11 or 12 guys. So, But anyways, yeah, it's I mean, yeah, that could be a whole nother conversation for another day. But yeah, gambling always comes back to get you if you have if you have all the spotlight on you.
Yeah.
So
seeing it in real time.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. So yeah.
Yeah. And
so
apologies if you can hear a vacuum in the background.
Yes, this is
we cannot control that.
Yeah. Still navigating through the world of podcasting. Ideally, we'd have our own warehouse that is soundproofed. And we'd have a production staff.
I think I'm working on like maybe fixing up my garage to like make it a little more sound for like a studio or something.
What we got to do is if you have a bunch of extra pillows or a bunch of extra blankets, drape those up on the walls, stuff everything around it, and then
that's what acoustic foam.
Bam.
That's what acoustic foam is for.
Yeah, but you'd save so much money.
Yeah, but I like sleeping in my blankets.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So we shall see how the World Series plays out.
Yeah,
and,
tonight's gonna be
Thursday. Tony Vitello gets announced.
Oh, he's having his press conference.
Yeah, on Thursday, he gets formally announced as the Giants' new manager. Did you see his quote that he had? He got
about
asked
Drew Gilbert.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why'd you take this job? He was like, oh, it's just a babysitting gig to babysit Drew Gilbert.
So that is implying that Drew Gilbert will be on the opening day roster, but dude still has to work on his hitting.
Oh yeah, he can play good defense, but yeah.
Yeah, but defense doesn't get you very far if you can only hit like 212. Nope. Like you still get sent down immediately to AAA.
He needs to turn into like a Marco Scudero.
I was gonna say like a Gregor Blanco.
Or Gregor Blanco. Yeah.
He gives me Gregor Blanco vibes.
Well, Gregor Blanco he could hit for you. He would hit the occasional homer, but he was a really good small ball player. He could bunt. He could bunt.
Yeah, I think Drew Gilbert's definitely gonna have to bunt more.
Blanco had the game-winning bunt in Game 3 of the 2014 NLCS against the Cardinals.
I do remember that.
Yep.
See, the thing with Tony Vitello is Giants fans are very optimistic that he's just gonna bring back good old small ball, which I am hoping kind of. Definitely more steals. I think they're gonna steal more now.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about being aggressive. If you're gonna start off an inning, no matter which inning it is in the game, and like you get a leadoff single or a leadoff walk, and if that player has roughly average to above average stats when it comes to running, like you gotta send him every chance you get.
Like textbook example of like you don't need to be fast to steal bases.
No,
there are two examples: Josh Naylor and Juan Soto.
Josh Naylor had like 30-something steals this year.
Yep.
And he's like the second slowest player in baseball.
He is one of the slowest looking dudes in baseball.
It makes no sense.
Because he's a smart base runner. You don't have to be a good base runner. You have to be a smart base runner.
Because the other teams know that he's not fast.
Like I've seen it.
But he's still
going to
try and steal.
Like just because you're fast doesn't mean you're a good base runner.
Exactly.
I absolutely hate it when people take speed into consideration when it comes to stealing bases.
I know.
Like it doesn't matter how fast you are. It's just a matter of how smart you are.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing about like outsiders say. It's like, oh, he steals bases because he's fast. Like no, they're smarter.
Yeah. Smart baseball, no bonehead mistakes.
Like, remember Acuna's MVP season? Like, you don't steal 70 bases just because you're fast. He stole them because he's smart.
Right.
And then, who led the league in steals this year? Was it
not PCA?
I think it was Jose Caballero.
Oh yeah,
he had like 49.
Runner up in the home run derby. It's a Cal Raleigh.
Caballero.
Yeah.
No.
Who was? Oh no, because it went to a swing off.
Jose Caballero.
He was in the I'm thinking of Junior Caminero.
There you go. I was like, absolutely not. Like Jose Caballero.
No,
that guy swings a noodle.
Yeah. But yeah, gotta run and be smart, be fast.
And like Juan Soto had over 30. Like he had a 40-30 season.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he's Juan Soto.
Like that's very Bonds-esque kind of tier. Yeah. Like that's really good.
Well, all kinds of good stuff. We will see how the World Series plays out, and we will next time we talk, we'll probably be giving maybe some more off-season takes because the World Series will be over.
Yeah, so. Again, I will either be happy or I will be sad.
Here.
I will be buying a jersey or I will be ranting about not buying a jersey.
Yes, we will either be framing a jersey or setting one on fire.
Oh no, I'm gonna be wearing that jersey if they win. I'm gonna wear it. Wear it with pride.
We will see what happens. Well, we will see you guys on the next episode.